welcome to episode 10 of the Super Flashy Arrow of Tomorrow. I am your host, Sir Cussalott Travis Pointer. I am joined by my co-host, Mara the Shark Watkins.
Hello. It's episode 11.
Is it 11?
You said 11 before.
Oh, maybe it is 11. My bad, y'all. This is episode 11. Sorry. 11. This is episode 11. Say it again. Episode 11.
Here we go with drinking Travis again.
Hey, man, don't judge me. Fuck you.
I'm not judging. Just making an observation.
Like, I saw you putting up two fingers. Like, what are you trying to say? Trying to tell me to hold on? Like, what the fuck?
No.
Yeah, you threw me off.
No, I wouldn't hold on like that.
Yeah, I'm like, wait, what? Okay. But anyway, yeah. We're back again. This is quite the interesting week. We got a good show for you. How are you right now?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. Awesome.
I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
Especially after that week we had to this past week ending Westworld, so you know.
Yeah. DC had a lot to live up to after I saw the Westworld finale, but you know they gave us something good, so got a lot to look forward to.
I won't lie. After binging all 3 episodes back to back, this was a really good week. I love mid-season finale week.
Oh yeah. They were really bringing it this week because, like you said, the mid-season finale. So they gave us a lot to enjoy and a lot to look forward to and a lot of questions. But let's go ahead and get into it, though. We can start with Monday, which didn't happen because there was no Supergirl this week. But we will say, you know, next episode comes back January 16th, called Supergirl Lives. That's all we really know right now. January 16th, Supergirl is back.
Yes.
Yeah. But we can move past that to Tuesday. The Flash episode entitled The Present. Starts out, you know.
That was crazy.
Yeah, it was. This was a great episode. It was a crazy episode. Started out with Julian. A flashback, I guess you could say, of Julian 4 years ago, traveling around in, I believe it was India. And yeah, he's looking for something, doing his Indiana Jones thing. He had the hat and everything. That's what I kept saying. I didn't know, like, were they doing that on purpose, or, you know, do they just, you know, not expect me to notice? Because, yeah, he was definitely Indiana Jones.
I mean, I was confused at first. Yeah. I was like, what the fuck is happening here? But I figured, you know, this was also them explaining how he became alchemy. But it really didn't. It just kind of just showed that, and no offense to any about shit.
Wait, say that one more time. We lost you for a second. No offense to what?
I said, no offense to any of our viewers. I was like, like that first opening scene with Julian just shows that our white listeners, Jesus Christ, that white people are just too damn curious about shit.
Yeah. That's why they always died in the horror movies and shit, because they always just opening shit they don't need to be opening.
Right?
Running upstairs when they inside of a house with the killer. Like, there's no way out if you run upstairs, but, you know.
Right. Why do they always go upstairs? Go out the door.
But anyway. Yeah, so he was out doing his Indiana Jones thing, but, you know, he opens up the box and some crazy light comes out. We really don't see what happens there. We find out later what really happened, which was, you know, he becomes alchemy and Savitar is contained inside that box and shit and all that. But back in the present, we got Cisco is losing his shit. He keeps seeing his brother everywhere. And we don't really know what's happening with that yet until we find out that, you know, Savitar is like, yo, I'm going to use this against you to get me the fuck out of here. Let's see what else we got here. We also found out apparently Julian wrote a paper about the stone that he uses, you know, as alchemy that creates metahumans, because he was using it to find it and try to get some shit for his sister. Was it?
Yes.
Yeah, it was the sister. Yeah. That was one of those things that, like, I get it. It was just of no real consequence to me because I didn't care, but I know why.
I don't care about your feelings, Julian.
I really don't, because he's a dick. So it was just yeah.
Physics.
Yeah. Fuck him.
But
we did also.
And there's Luna in the back.
Yeah. We did see the return of Jay Garrett, though.
Yes.
And the
I
trickster.
do enjoy seeing Jay Garrett turn to the screen.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. I said, and the trickster, Mark Hamill as the trickster, because who doesn't love seeing Mark Hamill on screen? Because he's fucking Mark Hamill.
Everyone loves Mark Hamill.
Yeah. I mean,
legendary.
It's fucking Luke Skywalker. Or those of you who are fans of Batman, the animated series, or other iterations of Batman animated or video game form, he's the Joker. So.
I was just, say that.
So, yeah, we got a little Mark Hamill action in there, too. But, we got Barry.
What was it? So.
What's up?
I was going to say, we also saw Wally being trained, but, we can get to that.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a second. I was just going to touch on, Barry, like, we going to Jay, like, bro, I need your help. Like, what the fuck is this Savitar nigga doing? And we got a little background on him where basically, like, he's, he basically named himself the god of speed because he was the first speedster, or god of motion, I guess they called it. He was the first ever speedster, first to tap into the speed force, and so he's been around for so long, and he basically named himself the god of motion. So
how do you, I had the same question that Barry had. How you just make yourself a god?
Well, I mean, like I said, when he was the first and he's faster than all the rest of them and no other speedster can touch him, like, yeah, I'm the god of speed. Fuck you. Do something about it. That's basically how that happened. That's how I saw it. It's just like if you like become like, if you're Michael Jordan.
Can we just say one thing?
What? What's up?
So they had like a brief Harry Potter ripoff moment in my eyes, but like I'm sure it wasn't when they called. So the stone that Julian had found that they opened up that releases Savitar is called the Philosopher's Stone. Now, for any of our Harry Potter heads out there, everyone knows that the first book in the Harry Potter series, well, in England, is called the Philosopher's Stone. In America, it's called the Sorcerer's Stone. And I just thought that was funny, considering that Malfoy is also in this show.
That may or may not have been on purpose. I don't know. I don't know as much about Harry Potter. We've talked about this before. How I've just never really gotten into it. But yeah, you very well may be right. They may have done that on purpose.
That'd be super cool.
Yeah. But yeah, Jay decides like, yo, I'm gonna help you out with Savitar. I don't know what I can do, but it's Savitar. You need help, I'm gonna help you. And now is when we get to, Wally being trained, because HR is like, yo, I'm gonna help you out. Like, yo, at this point in Barry's training, he was not as fast as you are right now. So, which we kind of know there's no way they're gonna make Wally, better or faster than Barry. So at some point he's gonna peak, but he's moving along faster than Barry was, which would kind of make sense. He's
point that Wally's at now.
Yeah, which would kind of make sense because he has access to more information about how Barry's speed works and all that kind of stuff. So it kind of makes sense how he's further along, but we'll see. Let's see.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this episode was great, but like, there wasn't too much for me to take notes on, aside from the fact that they're trying to defeat Savitar.
Yeah, it's more of them figuring out Savitar and how to stop him and what to do about him, and a little bit of Wally being trained. It was really like it was a Christmas episode with some important stuff thrown in. Because you know how like older shows would throw in like a Christmas episode that really had nothing to do with anything else but just an excuse to do Christmas stuff. It was like that with some important Savitar stuff thrown in because they really didn't accomplish anything until the very end, which we'll get to in a sec. But um,
Oh boy, the end.
yeah, yeah, like that part. Later on, Iris figures out that what Julie was up to in India through her, investigative reporter skills and shit. Let's bury him like, yo, he was doing this shit. This is what happened, snitching and shit. But it was like important snitching. Like it needed to happen. So I get it. But the kind of
Right.
snitching that happened later that didn't need to happen was Wally snitching on himself and HR just because he wanted to go out and fight and shit. Like, dude, you were like secretly training and then you snitch on yourself and on HR. Like, what the fuck, bruh?
Right, and HR was trying to help you
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
see snap formation.
exactly. See, I don't hate all snitching. There's certain snitching that, that is necessary. Like what Iris did when she snitched on Julian, that was necessary. They need to get somewhere. But this whole
Right.
Wally snitch thing that happened here didn't need to happen.
I have a question though. Throughout in the episode, towards I want to say about like 2/3 in, when Caitlin invited Julian to spend Christmas with them, do you see like a slight maybe, hey, forgive me for that 1 week I tried to hurt you because I was going all evil and shit?
Yeah, that may have been part of it. But I think a big part of it was just her trying to include him in because she saw that he was somebody that was all alone. And she kind of saw that part of herself in him too because she's without the people that are around her. Like,
Technically all alone.
Yeah, without Cisco and Barry and all them, she would be all alone. She's like, yo, you come in and be a part of this too. They can help you. And we can help you.
Right.
This is the family that I found in these people, and you can find the same thing. That's what I got out of that.
But let's get on to that scene, with all of them. And no, not the fight scene, when they're trying to get rid of the box. And the box and then not the box, the Speed Force ends up taking Barry to places he shouldn't be.
Oh yeah, when he tried to throw the box away and he like moved into the future and shit instead of going into the past. Yeah. And he saw, spoiler alert again. Like, I don't know why you'd be listening to this if you haven't seen the episode yet, but I'll throw it out
come
there
on,
now.
we've done this for 10 weeks now.
Yeah,
you guys already know. We gonna spoil the fuck out of this shit.
Yeah, we spoil the shit out of the show. We do, because that's what we're talking about is what happened. But yeah, Savitar killed Iris, like, in the future. So Barry knows that Iris is getting killed by Savitar in a possible future.
Doomed for death.
In a possible future.
5 months later into the future.
Jay made that clear that that's one of many possible futures, not the definite future. Jay made that very clear. Like, yo, this is not definitely the future. This is just the future that would happen if events continue as they would normally progress.
Yeah, so don't get all attached to that, and then if she lives, because on some level they're probably gonna find a way to make her live unless they're canceling her contract, and then be like, well, Blue Flame said she was gonna die, and now she's still alive. So what the fuck?
Yeah, that's not what happened. We're just telling you that that's one of many possible futures. Yes, we don't know anything about their contracts or anything like that. They don't give us that kind of information. I would like them to. So, Berlanti, if you want to talk to me, we can, make that happen.
What was I going to say?
Like, let's talk, bro. Like, I'll even direct an episode for you because, I love you like that.
What was I going to say? Oh, my gosh.
Hey, man.
What he's trying to say, Mr. Berlanti, is Travis gets hard-ons for your work. And possibly you.
Major chubs, man. Major.
But what I was saying was, I was kind of confused at first when he, emerged out of the Speed Force and realized he was in the future. I didn't think it was only going to be 5 months. I thought it was going to be way more in the future. I didn't realize how futuristic technology they had, because that bus stop that had like, you know, the video news broadcast going on,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, this is years in the future. Nope, this is 5 months into the future. And I'm just like, either that's new or they already got that and they are really ahead of us.
Or maybe they're just ahead of you. Maybe New York isn't as advanced as you think it is. You ever think of that?
Shut your mouth.
But yeah, 5 months in the future, Savitar has Iris and stabs her because fuck you, Barry. All because in the future, Barry imprisons him.
Damn.
In that little box shit.
Well, I mean, I'd be angry about that too.
Yeah. So
if I thought I was like the speed god or the god of the speed force, I'd be pretty pissed about that too. I'd be killing everybody's mate. All up and down Central City.
Yeah. But then Barry has to pull his shit together and be like, all right, it's Christmas time. I'm going to spend this time with people. Like, yo, Iris, like, yo, we got a place together now. He just bought him, a condo or an apartment or some shit. Because,
What was I going to say? So, one, Barry tried to go and see what can I change to stop us from getting there. And Jake Garrick had to be like, stop changing shit,
yeah,
nigga.
yeah, he tried
like,
to.
For real. Haven't you learned yet?
He was about to change some shit again.
Like, you haven't learned yet that when you go and fix shit, you just cause something else to happen. So stop doing your fuck shit. And then, so when he, took her to see the apartment condo romantic gesture that I yelled at Jay at for not doing for me yet, and I was just sitting there thinking, like, I hope you can get, like, your 5-month deposit back. Like, your 5-month deposit is, like, refundable.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a 5-month deposit. I think it's just for the whole lease. So after that's over with, it's like a minimum of a year. So he still got 7 months to go before
his homegirl about to be dead in 5 months, and you're not gonna want to live there no more.
Yeah, he gonna go back to sleeping on Cisco's couch again. But
I didn't even realize he was doing that.
Well, yeah, he decided he wasn't gonna live with Joe anymore. So, and he wanted to be able to like spend time with Iris. Like, yo, your place is too small. I'm sleeping on Cisco's couch, and like,
Oh yeah. Okay,
it's too small for 2 people.
I was like,
and we can't fuck on Cisco's couch. So
that's kind of rude, especially when Cisco's still mad about you causing his brother to die.
Here's the thing: do you think they fucking already? Like, they didn't say it. We haven't actually seen it happen. We've only seen them kissing.
Yeah, this is true. But I definitely think after this episode in the condo, I'm definitely sure they did, because she took her jacket off real quick. I saw that. Her jacket just dropped to the ground. We know what they were getting ready to do right there on the floor.
Can we, just for a second, talk about Iris?
How long do you think we last?
Talk about Iris in this green dress for this whole episode that just was like, ugh. Candace Patton. All right, I'm okay now. But yeah.
Good?
Not quite, but I'll say I am. But yeah. We did, though.
Right.
Wally got a little gift at the end of this episode.
He's officially Kid Flash.
Yeah, they got him his suit. He has his suit. When,
I was wondering how long that was going to take to happen.
Yeah, once Joe's girl walked away conveniently to take a call from her daughter. So she wasn't in the room while he gave him his suit. I don't know what they did with it, but like, they showed him the shit.
Yeah, I wonder, like, what do you say when she's like, oh, what did you get, Wally? Nothing. What you have a box? Nothing.
There's nothing in that box. Like, I don't know.
It's my hopes and dreams for what I wished I got for Christmas. My dad's funny like that.
Oh, man. But yeah. That was it for The Flash. Anything else you want to add on that one?
Nope. Can't wait for February to come back now.
You don't have to wait till February. Flash comes back January 24th.
Oh, nice. Right before my birthday.
Yeah, so not quite February. January 24th is when Flash is back.
I'm sorry. I'm just so used to the CW being like, yeah, we'll end in like late November, early December, and then we won't come back till like fucking February.
Yeah, I hear you. So yeah,
I see they
Supergirl comes
switching
back
it
a
up.
week earlier than everybody else, I believe. If I'm looking at the
Probably
dates.
because she ended a week earlier.
Yeah, yeah. But we'll move on to Wednesday now. Arrow
I
episode is
enjoyed
in.
that episode.
I did
They
too.
really should have talked. They really should have called that episode. We need to talk about Evelyn.
um. Well, any of you who are familiar
Even
with
though,
Artemis in the comics, you kind of know this was coming. Like she turns on the good guys in the comics. It's just what she does. So kind of saw
I
it
mean,
come.
while that is true, still should have been called. We need to talk about Evelyn because even though we knew she was working with Prometheus for all of like an episode ago, that shit went on way too long for no one to know.
Well, wait, yeah, way too long for people on the team to know. Yeah, but I
Yeah,
am glad they didn't draw it out too long because I was really, really gonna be upset if we ended this episode and they still didn't know.
right. I was like,
Oh,
there's no
by
way
the
I want
way,
to
this
wait till
episode was called
2017
"What We Leave
for them to,
Behind."
huh?
No, I'm just saying, "What We Leave Behind" is actually the name of this episode.
Uh, I was gonna say there was no way I went to wait till 2017 for these niggas to find out that she was two-timing them.
Yeah, yeah. And this whole thing, like villains are always really funny to me because so many of them could win so easily. Like they could win. They really could. But he's like, I don't want to kill him. I just want to make him wish he was dead. You could have killed him
Right,
like
for plot
12.
purposes.
You could have killed him like 12 times. Like you had him dead to rights so many times and you didn't do it. But yeah,
Well, what are you gonna do about it?
nothing. Just can keep watching the show and enjoying it.
I like that this time with the flashbacks of Arrow, it's not like, back to his espionage days. It's more back to, when he first became Arrow,
Yeah, back to season 1. That was
which was
good
nice
shit.
to see.
Yeah. Because it made sense for this episode. It like literally related to what was going on as him figuring out
Yeah,
that
that was also kind of a first to me.
that Prometheus is the son of somebody that he did kill who was on that list, which makes sense. Because they were just like, yeah, we were told earlier that the villain Prometheus has something to do with his actions from season 1, not somebody he literally
Yeah.
encountered in season 1, which is good. Like it made something that it makes sense for it to be this person, but it didn't feel like they just kind of
Yeah.
swerved it in. Because had it actually been that dude, Claiborne, had it actually been Claiborne, I'd have been like, nah, that don't make no sense, bro. Like,
Right.
or just
You
like,
know what's funny? Well, not funny. I had, before when we were trying to figure out who Prometheus was, and you had theorized that it might be Tommy.
mm-hmm.
When they started to theorize that it's probably Claiborne, and then it turns out, they had the ashes of Claiborne, which means he was dead. I was kind of like, oh my god, it has to be fucking Tommy. I was like, I put money on it. But then, when you start to see the flashbacks of when Arrow or when Oliver went back and actually killed him, I was like, yo, what if it's his son, bro?
Mm-hmm. And you also notice though, like the picture of the baby, it looked like a black baby.
Looks like a black baby.
Yeah, he had
It
a
also
black
kind
baby.
of looked like a little girl to me too.
I wouldn't go that far. It still looked like a boy to me. It just looked like a boy with a little mini fro. But yeah, it looked like he had a little black
Okay.
baby. So, Claiborne liked the chocolate.
Hat. The black of the berry.
Yeah, man. That juice is sweet.
But yeah, so I also want to point out this episode was like showed reasons as to why you should let your significant other what you're doing, your side things, but then also why you shouldn't. So Felicity telling, Billy about her working with the Green Arrow, so long ago. It like
Oh
I almost
man,
forgot that she told him
I did too.
about that.
I didn't even. I like
So that right, I
just.
was like, when did he find out? And I was like, oh wait, she told him like episodes ago. But I was just like, you can't tell him this information and then get upset when he's doing his damn job.
See, that's the thing. I feel like
But
she told him, and you should eventually, but she told him entirely too soon. Like,
yeah,
as a matter of fact, I'm still not quite clear. Like, was he living there?
where?
Like,
At her place?
yeah, with her. Like, was he living there?
I don't think so, but I think he had a key to her place.
Yeah, that's still too much. Like, I will say also, like, once again, if you're not clear on this, there are spoilers here. When they kill him, like, yeah, well, wasn't really sad to see you go, but you know, you've all heard me in previous episodes about how I don't like that nigga, but yeah,
But I mean, it also dispelled our theory he had nothing to do with Prometheus, but Prometheus was targeting him
yeah, you're right.
or used him as a pawn.
And I really think like my suspicion of him having to do something with Prometheus was just a really big part of the fact that I just didn't like his ass. So
I mean, because also, I mean, like, with the show, it's shown that, sometimes new people who come in all of a sudden and start to get really close and chummy with people,
like
Evelyn,
Evelyn.
they turn out to be the bad guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
But,
Yeah, back to your point of telling your significant other, though. I'm sure you're about to get into
yes,
Curtis.
so, well, Curtis, and his husband Paul were attacked by Prometheus, or as they're calling him the throwing star killer. I think it's like the wackiest name I've ever
Yeah,
heard in
that's
my
like
life.
that's the laziest shit. Like it's just like, yeah, he killed people with a throwing star. Let's just call him the throwing star killer. So
But he also wields a sword, so
and a bow and arrow.
he's the throwing right. He's the throwing star, bow and arrow, sword wielding killer.
Yeah.
Like, nah, son. So even before, inside the banquet or the Christmas party, which is what prompted them to come outside, Felicity fucked up on Curtis's cover. So now, not only does Curtis look very, very suspicious, like, so now, and Paul's like, you come home at these late hours and blah blah blah. Like, I'm pretty sure when Curtis told Paul about him working with the arrow, I feel like Paul would have rather hear him say, I'm seeing another dude.
Like, here's my thing, though. Like, see, this is one of those things that has always really bothered me about people, like insignificant others and whatnot. Like, why are people so focused on the time? Like, why does it really matter how late I got home? Like, you didn't get home till 2 in the morning. What were you doing? Like, yo, like, why do you care? Like, you realize I could do some really horrible shit and still be home by 6. Like,
right, like it could be 2 in the afternoon and I could still be cheating on you.
Like, really, like that really has nothing to do with anything. But
so funny that you bring that up.
Like I digress. Like, I've had bad days. Like, back when I was in high school, I was a manhole. And as far as like, I had a girlfriend at the time, and yeah, if I cheated, like, it didn't happen late at night. One, because I was a high school kid, and two, because I could readily do whatever I wanted at noon. Like, it was just like.
But yeah, so like that whole thing, and I was really sad to see, Paul and Curtis's marriage kind of fall apart. And when they were coming home, when he came home to find out that Paul was leaving, I was hoping Curtis was coming home to be like, you know what, I can't do this Team Arrow thing right now because things are getting really dangerous, and I just want to be home with you.
See,
and instead, nope.
See, I wasn't expecting that at all, because like Felicity even said it, like, like, he doesn't know you very well. He doesn't know you don't do well with ultimatums. So I wasn't expecting him to do that at all. And like, I
But
really,
then Paul also realized that he doesn't want to be that kind of guy that gives ultimatums.
yeah. But here's the thing, though. It's really funny because like I knew this wasn't gonna happen, but I really wanted Paul because it wasn't really like the whole Team Arrow thing had nothing to do with him. I really wanted him to say, even though I knew he wouldn't, like, my name is Paul, and that's between y'all. Like I wanted him to say it, even though I knew he wouldn't, but I wanted to hear it anyway. So I said it to myself.
I'm sorry you didn't get that satisfaction.
Yeah, I know. It's little things like that that I want it all the time, but I know I'll never get it. Let me see what else. So Paul left Curtis. Let's talk about this whole John setup thing. Like, who the fuck set him up? Like, well, I'm sure Prometheus had something to do with it, but like, how? Like, how did he get Lila's voice on the phone talking about, yo, something's wrong with John Jr. and we need your help? And he come back to the shit and like they got guns on him and shit.
You know what's funny? I heard all that happening. I didn't even look at my screen when it was happening. It happened all so quick, and I was like, "Wait, what happened?"
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she called him like, "Yo, we need you to get back to the hideaway spot, whatever they called it. I forgot what they called it, safe house, whatever it was. Something's wrong with John Jr." And so he, comes back. He walks in. Whole bunch of agents like SWAT and shit with guns on them and all that. I don't know why they needed that many people.
Oh no!
So,
because apparently John's a very dangerous motherfucker.
I mean, he's a bad motherfucker, but he's not gonna like kill agents and shit. So,
touche.
But yeah, so he's caught.
Yeah. But everyone's sad. So we have to talk about how Billy got killed, though.
Do we really have to? I don't care. Like, I mean, I know it's important. I know it's important. It was an
episode-turning moment.
I understand all that. Like, and I understand why it's important to the story and all that kind of shit. It's just like, man, whatever. Fuck Billy.
Whatever the fuck.
Exactly. Fuck. It is clearly a whatever the fuck moment. I understood why it was significant to them and why Felicity was going to be all fucked up about it. But I literally was like, whatever the fuck, kill him.
All I could say was, I was like, well, damn, there weren't any chances of Felicity and Oliver getting back together. Because it's not like, Billy died. She was like, you know what? I'll get past this because Oliver's my one true love anyway. But then it's like, nah, Oliver accidentally killed him.
Here's the thing, though. She didn't actually love him, though. She actually said, like, I like you. She didn't even want to say love him because she didn't love him. She really loves Oliver, and that's okay. But anyway, if anything will kill the whole Felicity and Oliver getting back together thing, it's what happened at the end of this episode.
Him and the reporter.
No. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about his return to their lair underground. And him walking in, and fucking Laurel is there.
Oh, fuck, right.
Yeah. If
I was like, in my notes, I'm like, what the fuck, Laurel?
Yeah.
How?
yeah. Like, if anything is gonna kill that, it is Laurel being back. So I don't know what the fuck is happening, what the fuck she's doing there, how the fuck she's there, or anything like that. And we just have to sit and wait for it until January 25th. And Berlanti, I hate you for this. But I still love your shit.
I can't wait that long.
Like, that's over a month. Like, it is only.
I know.
Like,
that's almost that's 2 days from my birthday.
Yeah. Like, this is entirely too long to wait for that shit. But yeah, he was back with the reporter lady too.
Because I got questions.
We all got questions, but what's your question?
Oh, no, just like, how is Laurel back?
Oh, yeah, that kind of shit. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah.
Other than that, that's it with Arrow. Now, let's talk about Legends. This was probably one of my favorite episodes of Legends since last season.
Okay. Let's talk about it then. This one is called The Chicago Way. Yeah. They know what's up. They went to Chicago with it.
It's like 20s and Roaring 20s, where racism and flappers go hand in hand.
Yeah, man. And bootleggers on alcohol, bootlegging alcohol,
Right.
because Al Capone was that nigga. So yeah, 1927 Chicago. Damien Dark,
Hey.
along with Malcolm Merlin, so they're still forming this Legion of Doom.
Oh, do you want to hear the dumb shit that I did before starting this episode?
What dumb shit did you do before
So,
starting this episode?
so like I'm picking it up on my DVR program on my computer, right? And I'm like watching the intro, and it's like all talking about the invasion thing. And so I'm writing my notes. I'm like, cameos. All right, all the cameos. And I was like, wait a second, I've seen this. And then I was like, shit, I hit the wrong episode. So I thought I hit Chicago. I hit Invasion Part 4. And I was like, why are they still talking about the aliens? The aliens are defeated. Like, why is Cisco and all of them still there? Like, I was so confused. And then I realized I
Wow.
hit the wrong episode.
Wow.
Like, was 10 minutes into super confused.
Shame, shame, shame. Shame. Ring
And I
the
was
bell.
like, okay,
Shame.
all right. We can't talk about Game of Thrones till next summer.
I'm not talking about
And
Game
so
of
I was like,
Thrones. You made that connection. I
that's
was
from
just
Game
shaming
of
you.
Thrones.
I was just shaming you in general.
Whatever. And then so I was like, okay, here we go. And I was like, Al Capone. But I was like, but what does Damien Dark and Thawne want with him? Then I was like, fuck. And here's Merlin. Here he comes. He's finally started to rear his ugly head into the series where he crosses over.
Yeah, man. So we got 3/4 of the Legion of Doom there. We're still just waiting on Snart, who we kind of saw, but not really. But so.
Yeah. Can I just say what I started to realize whenever I see an episode with Malcolm Merlin in it, I always feel like shit's about to turn the fuck up. Like, I just feel like that's what he does.
Yeah, he pretty much takes everything that's at like a 7 and turns it up to an 11. Like, that's kind of what he makes shit turn extra bad. And it's even worse on like episodes of Arrow when like they need his help, because you always know in the back of his mind he's looking for a way to fuck him over. Like,
right. He always has like a side thing going on, like a side agenda.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's that nigga. Like I want to go out for my birthday and I have all these plans with everyone, but he's thinking about, this is what we're gonna do though, because I want to do this.
Yeah, man. Like, you got
my birthday's not for another 8
this whole crazy event going on with all your friends and shit, but he's trying to figure out how to steal your cake. Like, it's just
right. Like, what the fuck, Malcolm? Let me have my cake and eat it too.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I hear you, Luna. That's what I was saying. But
yeah, she feels the same way. She's like, what the fuck, nigga?
Yeah, man. But
and then so we flash on over to the ship, and we got Ray and Haywood thrown out. That was super adorable.
Let me tell you though, we can say it was adorable at the beginning, but by the end of the episode, it was annoying me. Like, I was tired of it by the end of the episode. Like, I get it. You're like a sibling rivalry, like, like Sarah said at the beginning. Like, Jesus, okay, I get it. You can stop now. But yeah, I did see that. I thought
it was cute.
Like I said, it was cute at the beginning. It just, when they kept doing it over and over again, by the end of the episode, I was tired of it.
So also, this episode really focused a lot on Stein and his, aberration of a daughter. And Jack's trying to tell him, yes, because she's not real.
She's real. She's just in an alternate reality. Well, alternate timeline. So,
Luna just looked at me like, I'm real, right?
So far.
Right. And so, and I'm in my notes, I'm like, the longer Stein does this charade, the more he's going to feel for his daughter, and the harder it's going to be to fix what he messed up if they do go back and fix it. Because he keeps having all these memories embedded into his mind of her growing up.
Here's my thing though, with this whole daughter thing.
You being a parent, it'd be hard to erase them.
Oh yeah, but here's my thing though about all this. we've been seeing him with his daughter and all this thing about his daughter and all that, how much he's remembering his daughter and all that shit. Where's his wife? Remember back last week during the invasion episode, his daughter was talking about her in the past tense.
Oh yeah, you know she's not here.
Yeah, and we haven't seen her.
Huh.
And all that kind of shit. So what's up with his wife? That might be a tipping point where he decides, like, yeah, we actually do need to fix this, or not, where he actually has to make a decision. I want to know what's up with his wife. Is his wife did his wife die?
My guess,
Are they
she's
divorced?
either dead or she's dead or divorced.
So it's just like, yeah, what's up with that?
But I think more likely that she died, because remember the whole thing he did was he told him to pay more attention to her, and give her more of his time.
Mm-hmm.
So I would imagine that, divorce wouldn't be a thing since they had already hit
Right.
that rocky point, so long ago. And he would just change his tune up to make sure she never felt that way ever again. So my guess would be most likely that she either legitimately wasn't home at the time because she probably has like some probably crazy job. 'Cause I'm not really even sure what Camilla does. If Camilla is actually still his wife, right?
That's it. That's her name? Okay. I had no idea. But go ahead.
Yeah. And then, or she had, something had happened where she had died.
Yeah. We'll see.
That's
though.
my guess.
Yeah, I hear you.
I'm hoping that they'll mention it. They'll bring it up sooner or later.
Yeah, we'll see.
Because the fact that they haven't brought it up yet makes me assume that she legitimately wasn't home. Because I would feel like he would have found out she had died by now. Like, when they were sitting in the lab together. Like
not
working,
necessarily.
and he was freaking out.
If it's something like, his wife died, her mother died, maybe something they don't really like to talk about.
True.
So, yeah. We'll have to see.
So, like, for plot purposes, they would have said something about it already. But, you never know, because they like to shock and awe us.
Yeah.
But yeah. But then, of course, they go on this rescue mission of that FBI agent, and they get caught. Ness.
Yes, Elliot Ness.
And they get, trapped. It turns out to be a trap. And, so Dark and Reverse Thawne and Merlin have Sarah and Stein.
Wait. Pause. By the way, let's just talk about this also. How the fuck do they not know who Reverse Flash is?
Who? I don't think, did they deal with him when he was there?
Stein did.
You're right.
Yeah, so like they've dealt with him before. Like I'm pretty sure that Stein dealt with him in season 1 with the whole, the Firestorm shit. His Firestorm was what made everything fixed at the end of season 1. So how do they not know who Reverse Flash is?
But did Dawn ever see his face?
Maybe not.
Like straightforward?
Maybe not.
That's what I'm thinking. Like,
That's
I don't
possible.
think he realizes who it is. Because, I don't think he's ever seen his face. Because remember, he does that blurry thing, the same thing that Barry does.
Yeah, that, and back then he was looking like Wells too. So.
Yeah, so that's what I would imagine that they don't. Because I thought about that too. I was like, how don't they realize that? But then my other thing was like, how have they not asked Barry for help yet?
Yeah, while they were like dealing with the invasion shit before they left, like, hey, we got this speech that we're dealing with here. You ever heard of this dude? Like, simple question. Simple question.
Right. Like, that could have been like just in passing, like, hey, this week was really crazy with the whole alien thing, but we've been having this thing with
like he's
this
like
other
you,
speedster.
like he's like you. He wears the same thing as you, but like in reverse. like everything that you have red is yellow, and everything you have yellow is red on him. Like it's like the reverse of you, like a reverse Flash. You know who that is?
What I find annoying about that is that Wally's costume is kind of almost the same colors, like the same color scheme, and I'm just like, but why do that?
That's a TV show thing because it's not like that in the comics.
It's not.
Like there's certain iterations
Isn't
of them.
Reverse Flash in the comic also yellow?
Yeah, but Wally
And
isn't
isn't
no.
uh, okay.
It's like it's not like completely yellow like that. It's like a different kind of mixture of red and yellow, but it's not like as much yellow as it is in the show.
Okay.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to that. But yeah, so I don't understand how they don't know, or they haven't had. Because I thought about that several weeks. Like every time they show Thawne doing something with, Dark, I was like, why haven't they asked Barry for help yet? It's not like Stein doesn't know him. It's not like Sarah don't know him either.
Yeah.
Or Ray Palmer. I'm just like, come on, man. Or fucking Rory. Even though I know technically he is a villain of Flash, but I'm like, come on, son.
Mm-hmm.
But we start to see Snart, toying with
Mick.
Mick.
Yeah. Speaking of Mick, can we talk about Mick and Vixen and about how
They're gonna eventually consensually kiss. I see it coming.
Oh yeah. And I'm just like, yep, here it goes. Here we go, because she's intrigued by him, and he's more of that whole like, yeah, she's hot, and yeah, I can bring her over to the dark side kind of thing. See how fun it is to live the way I live. See why I live the way I live. I'm just waiting on it, even though I'm slightly jealous.
Yeah, no, she already kissed him on the cheek. She kissed him on the cheek this week. Before we know it, be on the mouth.
Mm-hmm. And other places.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. But yeah, so back to Stair and Stein being caught. They torture Stein to what I thought was torture.
About to say he wasn't really torturing him. He was really just trying to like get his DNA and take his place.
Yeah. And so when they come back, wait, can we just talk about that funny moment when they thought they got Stein back so easy?
Yeah, I was watching it. I'm like, where the fuck did Thawne go? Like, how is he just loose like that? You can just get him without Thawne being there. What the fuck happened? And then they got back like, oh, that's not really him.
Right.
Oh, that's not really him. When are we going to find out that's not really him?
When they came back, though, like, Sarah and Amaya are, like, walking him onto the ship. Like, you know how, like, when your grandparent comes home from the hospital,
mm-hmm.
because they're really old, you like walk them in and walk them to their chair and everything. Agree with me?
Hold on 1 second. Okay, you say you get home, you walk them to the chair and everything. I lost you for a second.
Oh, so you know how like they you walk them and all that stuff, but they look like they're just so slightly struggling because they're so fucking old.
Yeah.
All right. That's how they were walking Stein. And I was like, damn, God damn it, he ain't that old. And I got such a slight chuckle from that because it looked like two girls walking their grandfather into the house.
Yeah, it did. I'm with you.
Let's get you out of the cold, Granddad.
Oh, shit. But yeah. So yeah, you find out, it's not really Stein. It's Thawne. He goes
right, I was like, niggas acting stupid weird.
Yeah, so he does a little thing. They figure out where the amulet is, and Sarah fights Merlin. Eventually, he does this whole thing. They got to make a deal. We give you back Stein, you give us the amulet, and blah 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 blah. The bad guy shit that the bad guys do. Good guys, give into it because we don't want to lose the old man because he's important. Because without him, we don't have Firestorm. I really think that's the only reason. But like, I really think if Jax could be Firestorm without Stein, they would have let him stay. But
yeah, but he can't. What else?
Yeah.
I like that Amaya almost got the justice that she was seeking. But let me just say why this was like one of my favorite episodes of Legend of Tomorrow since probably the first season. The whole on the ship fight was probably the most exciting sequence of events or fighting and all that shit that I haven't seen on like this show.
Talking about Sarah and Malcolm?
Probably the first season, or like during Sarah and everyone, just everything, like just all of it together. All that scenes on the ship when they
Mm-hmm.
came on
Yeah,
was probably my favorite.
that was very well done. I can get with you on that. But yeah, we do see also after that though, when they put the ambulance together and shit, like yeah, it's a map, but apparently they need Rip Hunter for it. And we find out where Rip Hunter is. He is in 1967 Los Angeles, working as a film director because it's that easy somehow. But yeah, there he is. But he's not speaking with a British accent. He's speaking with an
He had a
American
different
accent.
accent too.
Yeah, so it's like, does he
Okay.
know who he is or what? Like, has he lost his memory or is he just hiding there until he's found?
I think either one is a plausible
Yeah, exactly. It could be either one.
chance.
But yeah, that was the end of that. The next episode, The Lost Ark, Raiders of the Lost Ark, January 24th.
Can't wait.
Yeah, me neither. Anything else you wanted to touch on with this week of the Berlanti
Nope, we talked
cluster?
about my favorite part.
All right. Well, that looks like that's going to be it for this week's episode then. You can find us same places as always at Creation Magazine on both Twitter and Instagram. Also, you can find me at Sir Cussalott. That's SIR_CUSSALOTT on both Twitter and Instagram. Where can they find you at, Mara?
Find me on Instagram and Twitter at Mara the Shark _. Don't forget that underscore. You get some other weirdo, I think, or no one, but I like to think that there's other weirdos out there like me.
Yeah, we're gonna say that there's just some weirdo that does it without the underscore. You don't want to follow that weirdo. You want to follow her, so put the underscore at the end.
True facts. What was I gonna say? You also want to look out on our YouTube when we're doing live plays of current games out and such. Because now I got a headset, so now I'm gonna be live streaming everything.
Yeah. Look out for that. But yeah, that'll be it for this week's episode of Super Flashy Arrow of Tomorrow. Great week, great episodes. We'll be back. But until then, stay creative, stay free.
Bye, everybody.